the Vacuuminator.
I'm Buster.
And this week in Toku, we're going to be discussing sales numbers, streaming content, and merch. So it's pretty much business as usual. But Buster, how are you doing?
It's been a weird day. Don't want to get into it. Yeah. Also, just finals in the midst of finals, so that's why the episode's a day late. And unless you're watching this way earlier and you just want to hear our thoughts on King-Ohger's 6th debut because you were curious.
Yeah. And this isn't even technically their debut, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, Buster's got finals right now. I just had to go on a long trip down to Florida. And for reference, I don't have a problem saying this. I live in the state of South Carolina, so it's like a day-long drive both ways. And it was for Family Matters and not the sitcom, but like actual
I was
Family
gonna make
Matters.
that joke. I was gonna make that joke. How dare you?
He struck me right as I was saying that. And also because, long story short, my grandpa passed away. I wasn't planning on going to the funeral, but then I got in a car accident and my car got totaled, and my aunt and uncle were kind enough to just give me my grandpa's car in exchange for me going to the funeral. So that's what all that was, and it caused me to fall behind on a lot of shit. So for the last 2.5 days, I've been playing catch up on shit, and I'm not even fully caught up yet. Isn't that fun?
Oh, damn. Well, hopefully you will be caught up very soon, as should our listeners get caught up with all the goings-on at Modular Media by commenting, subscribing, ringing the bell, and all that fun stuff.
Oh, look at you. You're learning. I love it. That was almost a completely natural plug. I like how you think there, boyo.
Almost.
You're getting close. We're gonna make a shill out of you one day. But
I'm already a shill. I just don't. I like being precise, and I like letting you shill because it makes you feel better.
Well, you know what else makes me feel better? News. Our top story this week. Hey, guess what? There's more fucking Godzilla merch, like there is every week. This week, a company called Ghost X Ghost, which I've never heard of before. Unless we reported on them announcing Godzilla merch months ago and I forgot about it. But I think this is the first time I've heard of them. They made a Megalon shirt and they made a Megalon pin. Do you like Megalon? Go buy these things. Put them on your body.
I like Megalon's design, so of course I'd like Megalon merch.
Also in Godzilla news, this is kind of a rumor, but it's also coming from a semi-well-known journalistic source within the Hollywood and kaiju media sphere, so I think it's safe enough to say it's probably correct and we can report on it on the show. The title for the Apple TV Monsterverse series that we've been hearing little bits and pieces of for almost a year now is reportedly going to be Monarch Legacy of Monsters, because it's essentially going to be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. from Godzilla, from everything I've heard about it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too appealing, but I'm gonna watch it anyway, because why the hell not?
Yeah, assuming it's not crazy long and they don't drop it all on the same day, we'll probably watch it for the show.
Yeah, I think Apple TV Plus is better about weekly releases. I think. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, but as we saw today with another thing that gets covered by another show on this channel, even the streaming services that usually do weekly releases aren't above just dropping everything on a day and ruining my plan for the week.
Yeah, hi Muppets Mayhem. I love that show though.
Also, the new Bandai fiscal year results are in, and it's all pretty much to be expected. There has been a significant rise in sales for Ultraman. Sentai is up again. Dawn Brothers did quite well for them, and Rider is up a little bit. Every Toku property is doing pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Well, every major Toku property, because obviously Bandai doesn't make toys for Carpio Man or something.
God damn it. But yeah, I say it is very interesting to see just Sentai rise up, because I was showing it to people who just don't know what Toku is today as just yeah, let's check it out, and they loved it. They were totally into it. And I'm just like, oh, this show's something special if it can even get non-Toku fans into the Sentai series, you know?
Yeah, that's interesting because I would think that show would be a bit much to show somebody as like their first Toku.
Yeah, I think because it's like the craziness is what they expect, quote unquote. So
Oh, they're like, oh, wacky Japanese media type
not
people.
like that, like not even just wacky Japan, just wacky in general. Because like Sentai Power Rangers, even like outside of Japan, is just wacky for a lot of people. But like
Yeah. A
it's
lot
an
of
interesting
people
thing.
see something live action with cheesy effects and they go, oh, that looks like Power Rangers.
Well, like these guys didn't even watch Power Rangers at all, so this was
Whoa.
like their first Toku thing.
These are
So it
like
just
super normies.
yeah, it's really interesting, and I'm glad they're enjoying it.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds interesting. You should report back on that at some point.
Yeah, we just watched the first 3 episodes today. We're trying to organize more watch episodes.
Nice.
So might have done a second Dawn Brothers rewatch by the end of the year. We'll see.
Oh my god, Buster's gonna watch Dawn Brothers more times than I've watched Gokaiger.
Possibly.
Which is 5. I've watched Gokaiger all the way through 5 times.
All right, 6. We got to do 6.
Well, I think that's a good enough point to go ahead and segue into some Ultra Series news. First and foremost, out of fucking nowhere, Subaraya announced they're doing a 55th anniversary Ultraseven short film.
Well,
Which
like here's the thing: we already knew stuff was coming for Ultraseven's 55th. But this just kind of came out of nowhere, like no build up, just here's the concept movie trailer. It's gonna be like a 7-minute short film.
and it's apparently a sequel to a specific episode.
Well, that makes sense because Ultraseven is very episodic. It's like each story is basically its own mini movie, so it makes sense that they would just like here is a specific story to base it off, and maybe they're doing more concept movies down the road because because they said multiple stuff is being worked on for Ultraseven's 55th, including possibly Shin Ultraseven. So this is probably like the appetizer or like the first of many concept movies they're planning, which is pretty exciting.
Even then, this seems really interesting because there's a lot of really interesting phrasing in this trailer, and also this might be the first time I've seen it in Tokusatsu. They're doing a deep fake of the original actor. This is like Dan Moriboshi, straight out of the show, comes to the year 2023 via time travel shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm a bit mixed on it, but like it is pretty cool that we get to see that. I'm just like not. I always have problems with deepfake, but like
True, but like here's the thing: this is Japanese media. They have to sign off on fucking everything. I'm pretty sure they got the original actor's express permission.
Oh yeah, I mean he's still alive. He still does events, and I think we see the older version of him in this trailer. So it's like, yeah, that's
And also, it kind of looks better than like most of the Star Wars ones over the last few years.
oh yeah. Well then again, it's only a trailer.
We
But
only see a few shots, and I don't think we've seen the deepfake speak. So I could be eating my words there in a few weeks or months. But still, this is a really interesting, like, kind of out of nowhere for me
yeah,
at
and
least
it looks
announcement.
beautiful. Like this is some of the best cinematography I've seen in like a while.
Yeah.
Like it's clear because it's a short 7-minute film, huh? So it's like, of course, like more budget per minute, but like still, whoa. And like I actually Ultraseven's gonna be the next Ultraman I watch. I don't know when, but like soon, hopefully. So it's like this is very exciting to see.
Yeah, I tried watching Ultraseven back in the day, and I just couldn't get into it after the first few episodes. But since then, so many people have told me, like, no, you have to watch it at some point because it's like not just a classic of Tokusatsu, but a classic of science fiction in general.
Yeah.
So it's back on my to-watch list. I'll get to it eventually, but this looks really interesting, and I'm definitely going to watch it for the podcast when it drops in the fall. I'll have no idea what's going on, but I'll watch it.
We can like because it's a sequel to a specific episode. We can watch the episode beforehand and then watch this. So
And the official title is Ultraseven If Story: The Future 55 Years Ago. So we'll see more about this obviously as the weeks and months progress. But jumping forward into some new generation Ultra Series news, Bandai is making Juggler's Sword. Just straight up, you can buy Juggler's big ass katana from Tamashii Lab.
Yeah, and it's based on his Ultraseven sword, not his Ultraman Orb sword. I don't know. That's interesting.
Hmm.
Maybe because Ultraman 7 is just not 7. 7? Z. Ultraman Z. I don't know why I said 7. Z. It's Ultraman
I had
Z.
a minute there where I was like, what?
Ultraman Z. I meant, so that's interesting. I guess because Ultraman Z sold better than Orb, so.
But still, it's like we joke about Bandai selling fake weapons all the time, and here they are just being like, here's a real ass katana. Don't let this be near kids.
Yeah. This is a collector's item anyway. It's like different Bandai sect, so.
Yeah, I think this is the first time we've reported on anything Tamashii Lab related on this show. I could be wrong, but I don't. Like, I had to Google what Tamashii Lab was when I saw this announcement, because I'm like, is that like HasLab? What's going on?
Yeah.
But no, it's just like another sect of their business. But that's pretty much all we got to say on that. So let's move into a little bit of Shin Ultraman news, because if you live in select areas of the continental United States and you missed the Fathom Events run of Shin Ultraman, fear not, you're going to have another chance to see it on the big screen, because Alamo Drafthouse have announced they're doing another theatrical run of it. They are going to be showing it throughout the months of May and June at various locations.
It's gonna be for like a week, May 27th to June 1st. You can watch it.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I think that shows that like there's a significant. This film has probably done fairly well in its limited United States run for Alamo Drafthouse to step in and do it, which I don't know how aware our listeners are, but from what I know, because I've never actually been to one, there's never been one close to me and open. They, right before we moved a couple years ago, they were building one by our house, and I just never got to go to it. But Alamo Drafthouse is like one of the more upscale film aficionado theaters. Like it's up there with Silver Spot in them.
Yeah. And this is happening in Chicago, but I'm not gonna go because I already saw the film like 3 times already, and twice in theaters. So I'm like, it's probably one of my favorite films of all time, but like, I'm not gonna I got other things to do. This also comes out the same week as Shin Kamen Rider and Across the Spider-Verse, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be at the theater a lot, you know.
Yeah, June and July are gonna be very heavy theater months for both of us, I feel. But hey, if you don't want to go see it again on the big screen, but you want to be able to see it whenever, we finally have official solicitations for the U.S. Blu-ray and DVD releases. Of course, these are coming from Cleopatra Entertainment, and they're going to be pretty standard releases. There's not going to be a ton of bonus features. It's basically going to be you get the movie, you get the sub, you get the dub, and you get the trailer, and you get a slideshow, and it's coming out on July 11th. So you'll probably see pre-orders going up on Cleopatra Entertainment Store, as well as Amazon and several other entertainment retailers. But and they're also going to be releasing a video on demand version, so that's nice. But I think it's safe to say both of us would like to get a physical copy of this movie because it's damn good.
Oh yeah, I'd love to own it next to my my Mill Creek Blu-rays. And I will say, I think the reason the limited Drafthouse thing is happening is to promote this DVD release, because Cleopatra was involved in sourcing the Alamo release. So it's probably just to be like, hey, we're releasing this. We have the license. Here's a theatrical run. Now go buy it on freaking DVD.
And go ahead.
I don't know. You go ahead first.
I was just going to say, this is like a minor thing, but I really liked the cover to this DVD. How they just took the main poster and updated the typefacing to be in appealing fonts in English.
I still have mixed feelings on the Shin
Go ahead.
Yeah, I still have mixed feelings on the original Shin Ultraman English logo, because it's like a bit too Shin Godzilla-y for me. But yeah, this is still really good cover.
Initially, I didn't like it, but it's grown on me quite a bit. I don't know about the official U.S. Shin Kamen Rider logo, though. We're gonna... boy.
There's multiple of them, actually.
Yeah, that's a whole can of worms we could get into, but we don't need to right now. This movie's coming out.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to own it, and that's exciting. And what else is exciting is Ultraman Blazer is coming pretty soon, and we also recently got a leaked alternate version of the trailer, which features a few additional shots and things. I'm not going to talk about this too much because this is a leak. It's potentially spoilers and stuff like that. But if you want to check it out, we'll have it linked along with all the other news links in the video description.
Yeah, it might be like the extended trailer they play once everyone's revealed.
Yeah. There are like a few things of like, oh, that's the lady they announced this week. And hey, speaking of which, we have another cast announcement for Ultraman Blazer. Konomi Naito is going to be portraying, excuse me, I'm having trouble with words tonight, Onari Minami. Because of her long service in infantry missions, she is an expert in close quarter combat. She is a pilot of Earth Garon for Scarred. Her hobby is weightlifting. We're getting a girl boss again, boys! I'm excited.
Yay! Sorry, my computer is being so weird right now. I can't click anything.
What the heck?
All my tabs are gone. I'm gonna have to like dip out and like I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh no, I think it's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. Never mind. I don't know why my computer just decided I'm gonna be a prick and just like freaking get rid of everything. So that was not fun. Anyway, continue.
But yeah, we're getting another girl boss. This description reminds me a lot of Yoko from Zet, and I loved Yoko in Zet.
Yeah.
And this actress looks perfect for the role. She is a martial arts expert and has been in a lot of like muscle focused modeling magazines. And yeah, she, much like last week's cast member, she is fucking ripped. They are just going all in on the strong peoples. And speaking as somebody who finds muscles very attractive, good choice.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really like interesting because usually like the muscles are like in suit acting or behind the camera, not like in front of the camera. So that's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, it's not just these two. That also goes for the dude who's playing Blazer, because we saw him shirtless a couple times in Kamen Rider Drive, and if he's at least kept up his physique, dude is pretty ripped. Yeah. So it's looking like Blazer is going to be the gun show, and I'm down for that.
Even more so than Trigger.
Yeah. Oh man. Moving on to Kamen Rider news. Just kind of a couple quick little merch things. First and foremost, the official Kamen Rider store, which is a pop-up that moves from like mall to mall in areas of Tokyo, announced it's going to be getting some official shirts and a hoodie, just like some character shirts for Geats and Fies, and also a Fies themed hoodie celebrating the 20th anniversary. They look fine. Not really the kind of shirts I'd wear, but I know that these kinds of designs tend to be popular with some folks. So, hey, they're out there. You can hunt them down on eBay if you don't live in Japan. Also, little trinkets that aren't usually my kind of thing, but people seem to like. We're getting more Geats character keychains that'll be sold through Gashapon machines. This happens for every rider every year, but I only sometimes catch the official announcements. So hey, this is technically the second wave of Geats ones. You're getting Geats, Buffa, and Nago in their like DGP civilian tactical outfits. You're getting Tycoon in civilian clothes. You're getting Surumi. You're getting Boost Mark II and Laser Boost. You're getting Tycoon as
Twin Command.
Yeah, Twin Command. You're getting Gazer, and you're getting Gene. So if you want cute little chibi anime character keychains of any of those things, have fun on eBay or maybe Taka's site. I don't know.
Yeah, Taka has them a lot. Go check his website. Speaking of checking things.
Yeah, let's get into some actual content news, because we got a new trailer for the Toei Tokusatsu Fan Club special, Kamen Rider Punk Jack special, as well as like some images and stuff. Just giving us more of an insight into the story of like, yeah, it's going to be full on Win's origins and showing how he kind of fell under the sway of the DGP, and like this was the staff he worked on for a little bit. Hey, in this we're gonna get a generic DGP rider suit that's just basically the undersuit with a blank black version of the Gazer laser takeover helmet. And also we're getting a whole new rider that's just going to be there to get jobbed out in one scene. It's a repaint of the dog helmet that has the color scheme of a Dalmatian. That's neat, but you know, that also could have been Ben or John.
This is gonna be like any time a Geats rider is announced, like no matter whatever their design is, it could have been Ben or John. Like,
yeah, this is my hill to die on until Ben and John get suits.
Yeah, I think they will eventually, honestly, in some kind of way. There's too much of a demand for it.
Probably.
Like, I mean, if Tamaki got like a suit in the last arc of Revice, I think Ben and John will get it eventually. That's my philosophy.
Also, I think there was something like the guys playing the commander of Pump Jack's staff squad and the guy playing the Dalmatian rider are notable for having been in something else before. But like,
the minion is Gosei Blue.
Oh, I knew I recognized those ears.
Yeah, like I guess I don't know why it was Gosei Blue's ears a meme.
I can't remember. Was that a blue or reds? One of them had big ears.
Whatever.
But
anyway, Ninja Palooza time.
Yeah, so we found out through a leaked, but has now been officially posted. But fuck it, I only have a link for the leak. A new poster for the Kamen Rider Tycoon meets Kamen Rider Shinobi special has revealed. This ain't just a crossover between those two. It's an all Ninja Riders crossover. ZX, Fuma, and Kenzan are all going to be in this, with at least ZX's face actor returning in some capacity.
Is this the first Showa rider? No, freaking. Besides 1971, I think this is the first Showa rider to make a cameo in a Reiwa production.
Probably, because I think the last time this guy cropped up, and the last time anyone who's not Fujioka cropped up was Heisei versus Showa, because ZX and X were in that.
Yeah.
But I don't think those guys have come back since until now. And it's kind of hilarious how like ZX's thing is just being in random specials where he's probably only going to get a little bit of screen time.
I mean, like, he does have, I think Spirits is the ZX series, so, because, yeah, I mean, I like part ZX series. I need to, like, watch ZX. Because I know it's just like a movie, so I should probably just get to that eventually. I know
it's technically an All Riders crossover, but it was supposed to be like a secret pilot for a ZX show that never materialized.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it like that. I mean, I need next media I watch is gonna be the 100th one. So yeah, I'm excited to see Kenzan again. He'll probably just get a voiceover because he already face acted in Outsiders. Yeah.
And technically, there's no one who's actually supposed to be Fuma because that's a trooper rider.
No, Fuma was a character.
Was he?
Yeah, but like in the X-Aid movie True Ending, he wasn't like a phenomenal character, but he was a fine one.
Okay, I haven't seen that movie in fucking forever, so I guess I'm remembering things wrong then.
Yeah, he was like, he basically was a prototype Eden from Real X Time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into ninjas and you're into riders, you're probably gonna enjoy this. I'm into Keiwa, and I think the fact that they actually remembered Shinobi was supposed to take place this year is fun.
Yeah.
But all these other boys, I'm like, okay, whatever. This is Tyson levels of I guess they can come to.
Yeah. Speaking of, I guess.
Yeah, so Dawn Brothers is currently airing in China, folks, because they tend to be a year behind Japan with Sentai airings. And they're actually getting some exclusive merch. Vinyl I believe these are 5-point articulated figures of the mecha have cropped up. And the only reason we know about them is because somebody posted reviews of them on Bilibili, which is the Chinese YouTube, essentially. There's little just approximations of I forget.
Tajin,
Yeah.
Red and Yellow's mecha forms that are also humanoid, and
Don
Don Zenkai.
See, I could remember the two on the sides, but I can never remember the official names for the Robotaros, the individual Robotaros. I had to like fucking memorize them back when I did that video.
Ooh, interesting. But yeah, I kind of want these. I hope someone freaking puts them on eBay or Amazon because I really like some. I like me Don Brothers. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
I like some about the Don Zenkai one because I feel like that's the only way I'll be able to enjoy that toy.
Yeah, these look neat, but they also look very simple and not like they'd appeal to me. I admire how much paint is on them for something so simple, but also like let's keep in mind, folks, this is merch made exclusively for China, so it's probably going to end up being very rare and very expensive in Western markets in the future.
Very
just
hard
based
to find.
on that, yeah. But that's all I got to say on that. Let's move into some Power Rangers news. First and foremost, hey Buster, do you like stickers? Are you 5?
No.
Well, fuck you. Buy Power Rangers stickers. They're releasing a whole sticker book in Peru.
Why Peru? And why is it using Lightning Collection art?
I don't know. This is such a weird mishmash of things because there's Lightning Collection art on here. There's like weird dollar store pop-up art I've never seen before. There's evergreen art that they've been using since Hasbro bought the franchise. And then there's just screen caps from MMPR. This is the weirdest, most mishmash thing I've ever seen. And it's from a toy company, I'm assuming they're a toy company, called Berlin Editorial? What the fuck? I've never heard of these people before. This is the most random thing I've seen crop up in quite a while. And we have no idea if it's coming to Western markets or not. But
who cares?
Yeah, it's such a bizarre thing, but there it is if you want it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we have an update on the Way Studios Dino Megazord statue. It is in production. It is almost done at the factory. So if you pre-ordered one of these massive fucking statues that's going to take up a whole coffee table, you'll probably be getting a shipping notice for yours fairly soon. I do appreciate these photos too, because I didn't realize in those initial promotional photos just how much paint is on this thing. There's so much minor weathering and detail. Like, it almost looks like, I know this reference isn't going to make sense for you, Buster, but it kind of reminds me of the Ori toy Acid Rain stuff, which that was a toy line where one of the major selling points was everything is literally caked in paint to make it look like a real war machine that's seen action. And I'm getting that vibe here, like the massive paint chips on some of the Zords and like the little bits of rust all around. It is really, really cool looking.
Like edgy MMPR fan film merch, but like in a cool way, not in a bad way.
Yeah, but that is all the news that's fit to print. So Buster, why don't you take us on to the new releases?
As usual, but usual for the last week, we have to start with the worst one. Pink Tokusatsu creation, Jiris, Episode 2, A Flower Blooms in Ruin. What did you think?
What the fuck is this? What is going on here? Who approved this? Who loaned Masahiro Inoue the money to make this? I want names, damn it.
Okay, this was a better first episode than last first episode, but it still felt like, where's the themes? There's only vague hints of character.
This really feels like it wants to be like an Inoue show, but it doesn't have an idea behind it. So all the vague and wackiness and mystery behind the characters doesn't intrigue you. It just leaves you like vaguely annoyed.
Yeah, and like basically when I got out of the episode, I was like, oh, that was annoying. And I'm like, I don't know. And also the freaking transfer. I think where we could pinpoint the biggest issue of the show is how like Masahiro Inoue transforms into the Pink Tokusatsu creation.
I disagree.
What?
I really liked the transformation sequence. The fight sucked ass, but I thought the transformation sequence was kind of fun.
Well, like, okay, I'm gonna explain it anyway. So it's just okay, phone. It's modern, but it's still like, and then like the way he transforms into like the freaking Transformers ass way he does it, just makes no sense of how the suit's designed. In my opinion, it's just it's just a bunch of ideas thrown with no cohesion, and I hate it.
I can see that, but I kind of enjoyed it from like a toy guy perspective because the shoving the phone into the headset thing that felt like most like card tokusatsu transformation devices, but with it being a phone, it felt a little more chunkier, and I enjoy chunky motions in my transformation toys.
Oh yeah, like merchandising, it's fine, but just I'm talking about like the visual like way.
Well, let me finish, motherfucker.
Okay.
The actual transformation, I thought it looked really cool because it did give me Transformers vibes. It gave me vibes of like the older like other toy brands trying to do a Transformers thing, and it's just this toy turns inside out and becomes another character, but you can still see parts of the other character on the back. Or heck, like the way the helmet comes out looked like a fucking Power Rangers head flipper toy, and I thought that was kind of fun.
I guess we'll have to like mutually disagree on this.
Well, I hope we can at least agree that this fight was awful.
I don't remember all of the fight. The choreography wasn't memorable to me. Like,
yeah, but like that's the problem is the choreography looked like stuff that could have been cool, but they shoot it really close, really shaky, and like there's this constant zooming around of the camera, and you can tell a lot of it isn't actually done in the camera. A lot of it is done with clever cuts or effects work or a CGI double taking over, and it doesn't look like tokusatsu. It looks like a Hollywood action film from 10 or 15 years ago when everybody was relying on CGI way too much.
Yeah. I guess it just was a forgettable fight anyway. All I remember is that he had a scythe. Scythes are cool, but I don't think he did anything cool with this.
Yeah. I am not enjoying this show so far. I'm gonna give it one more episode, but after that I might just straight up drop it, which would be the first time we've done that since Girl Gun.
Here's the thing, because the episodes are 11 minutes, unless that changes, I'm gonna stick with it.
You're going full sunk cost fallacy?
No, one, clout. I want to eventually review this because very interesting. And two, it's very like, can it pull itself together? I'm curious if it will. Like, okay, I don't think it will.
If you keep watching it, I will. Fuck
yeah, again, it's only 11 minutes. Just frick it. And I'm like, I don't like the thing with Girl Gun is like I feel like we kind of made a mistake dropping it because even if it was bad, I feel like we should have at least like shit on the ending, whatever it was. So just like I want to like see this through, and also like talking about the Trigger finale was some of the most fun I had on the show. So
I mean, you can still watch. You can still go back and finish Girl Gun if you want, buddy.
I eventually will. Because video, but like
Buster be like, when I get desperate for content, I'll rewatch Girl Gun and finish it.
When I get an idea, I do content for an idea, and like this, I feel like I have an idea behind it, you know. Anyway,
the idea behind this is I'm the only person on YouTube who will review this.
Yeah, well, part that, and also just I have like things I could say about like celebrity cult shit that like leads to the projects like this. I'd probably do a double feature of this and White Dragon, but that's besides the point.
Boy.
Yeah, but that's besides the point. Let's talk about freaking superhero time and all the fun shit that happens there. Kamen Rider Geats, episode 35, Yearning 3, the sister's wish and the brother's wish, and freaking the parents' wish, and Vac's wish, and freaking the poster's wish, and all the wishes.
I wished for a Klondike bar.
Epic. Did you wish for a good episode?
I mean, I always do. And I got an okay episode this week. This episode was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mostly enjoyed it for comedy reasons.
What comment? Oh, the Tycoon doing the sponsor thing?
Yeah, that was adorable.
Dude, like freaking
and like him sneaking around behind him and whatnot.
He's living up to his ninja roots. It's great.
But also, Notch Sparrow finally gets his just desserts.
Yeah, and that was funny. I love how like he tries to be like, I'm gonna do it, and Buff is like, no, you aren't. You're not even gonna get like a a little single hit on me, like a good hit. Go down, bitch.
Yeah, genuinely the scene where like Buffa's holding him by his collar and like his lips all bloody and like he's trying to look like a crazy badass and it's just like, you little bitch, you're done. That was like one of the most cathartic moments I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I'm sorry to bring up more Gaim comparisons, but it kind of reminded me of Sid's death from Gaim. So like,
I was thinking more so Bano's death and Drive. Because that is still the most cathartic moment I've ever had in media.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best moments in Drive. But yeah, that was a fine episode. It was like, it's just kind of like, again, Geats is gonna be very good binging, but it's kind of like little bits and pieces week to week. Like you get really good moments, and you still get like.
You enjoy the fact that Niram and Wim come back this week, and we get to see like. Sarah and Neon are pretty much full on a team now. They're besties, and I like their dynamic. It's not quite as good as Hana and Sakura, but it's up there.
Well, that's like one of the best dynamics in Revice and in Reiwa Kamen Rider, so like that's a bit of a high bar. But like
it's cool that they're keeping up with that. We're still getting like female writers working together a year later, where they could have very easily been like, and now that writer's gone, we don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is the second one in this show because we had Neon interacting with the blue one, and that was
I forgot about Lopo.
Lopo, yeah, that was one of the best like dynamics in Geats, like, and then this is more wholesome. It's more like, oh, there's less like tragedy behind it. It's more like, yeah, they're buddies, but like, of course there'll be tragedy coming. But right now it's like, yeah, they're buddies. And yeah, I guess.
Oh damn it! You just made me realize
what?
Sarah's gonna die.
Yes.
And that'll give Keiwa the final motivation he needs to be a real man and win the game.
I really hope that doesn't happen. I really hope Sarah is a close death instead of actual death, because if it's an actual death, I'm gonna freaking lose it.
Mm-hmm. Well, she'll die, and then like 2 or 3 episodes later, he'll win the game, and then he'll wish her and all the other riders back to life.
Oh yeah, okay, well, that's Keiwa's wish.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a little episode. Like, I enjoyed it. Yeah, Buffa's still being cool. Geats is still doing Geats shit. Keiwa, man, Boingo was right. Keiwa is the best character in this show.
He's pretty good. I still really like Ace, though. And Buffa's interesting, and Neon's interesting. They're all interesting.
Yeah, but I think I just like Keiwa the best, you know?
And going off of just, like, some of these shots of a bunch of broken ID cores for random riders, oh boy, we got a big P Bandai set on the way.
Yeah, Premium Bandai, they're salivating at this episode. I hate it. I hate Bandai.
Well, you're stuck with them, bitch.
Yeah. As for companies I don't hate, on a company like
shows, content.
I don't hate. Things I don't hate. Osama Sentai King-Ohger, episode 11. Uncanny, the man in the spider mask. Very cute Kamen Rider 1971 reference.
I should have thought of that.
What?
That it was a 1971 reference.
Yeah, well, it is. Or at least the subgroup subbed it as a 1971 reference.
Yeah, how about that?
Anyway, this episode was amazing!
Was it?
What, you didn't like it?
I didn't dislike it, but I thought it was pretty mid.
Whoa!
It's just a lot of goofing around and going, what if we did this? What if we did that? And then we see the thing they actually do.
It's amazing!
And it isn't nearly as interesting. And then the 6 shows up, and he doesn't transform. They're making us wait another week to see that terrible suit.
Well, one, they did it on Don Brothers, so
they did.
Like, yeah, so it's like, who cares? It's like, and happens in Sentai before, they'll introduce the character, and then next we get the suit. So, you know, and I do like Jeremy's character. We'll get to that in a bit, but God, the comedy in this episode is amazing. I love the comedy in this episode. Here's a bunch of silly scenarios that like relate to each kingdom, and then when freaking like Himeno like tries to motivate the team, I'll talk about like a cartoon her kingdom makes, and Rita's just like, I haven't seen the next episode.
Yep, that's the thing Rita's been buying merch for. I liked that moment. That was probably my favorite moment in the episode, actually.
Oh yeah, same.
But like the oh well, here's how we'll handle the funeral sequences. The first one I thought was kind of cute, but then they just got progressively more and more stupid to me.
Well, I love that because they're just like stupid, and I just like, of course these wouldn't work, you fools. They're silly. I don't know. I also love the Jesus one. The Jesus one was funny. I know.
The Jesus one kind of like I was rolling my eyes real hard. Also, fucking Himeno wore the wrong wig this week.
She has multiple hairstyles. Get over it.
No, I have a favorite.
Get over it. But let's talk about
like 20% of my online identity for years. I can't get over it. It's too ingrained now. TJ Omega is known for hating Hotshot. I'm known for liking blonde hair. I'm stuck like this, just like he is.
Oh, did he ever get over it?
No, he even hated the new Hotshot toy.
Anyway, let's talk about Jeremy.
Oh yeah, Jeremy from Code Lyoko is in the show now, and
or Jerma from YouTube.
I hate Zoomer.
No, it's not even a Zoomer thing. Lots of millennials like Jerma. Whatever.
Yeah, I never heard of Jerma before I met you.
I don't even watch Jerma streams often or whatever. Anyway, Jeremy and King-Ohger, the 6. I love him a lot, Ray. Like he's like his delivery is very I'm gonna pull out some big words here. Seductive. And I like it a lot. And it's like I also like his. I don't know what this up with the spider mask, but I like that's the little air of mystery. And then he freaking like, and then he's like, "Oh, this is gonna be my story. I'm hijacking it, bitch." And I'm like, "Ooh."
I thought the spider mask looked cool until I realized there was like a huge hood around it that looked like it was hastily stitched together.
I think that's just the hood of his clothing.
Yeah, that whole like overcloak he was wearing, I was like, dude, I hope you never wear that again after this episode because it looks terrible.
I like it. I like coats.
I like coats too, but there can be shitty looking coats, Buster.
I know, but this is a cool looking coat to me. I don't know. I like his civilian clothes more than his suit. I'll put it that way.
His civilian clothes are all right. They handle the mix of gold and white a lot better than the suit does.
Yeah. Excited to see like him transform. I hope there's some cool action because I'm not like as down in the suit as you, but I am like kind of like it's not the greatest.
I like the I will say I do like the reveal of like the little amber versions of the show gods was actually a secret unlock his transformation device subplot.
Yeah.
That was kind of a cool twist, but other than that, like he's exactly what he was described to be in like the scans and the announcements and stuff, and yeah, I'm not excited about it any more than I was when we were talking about the announcements, which is not very. I'm not into this character. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're not gonna like Abure Killer then.
Abure Killer is a completely different character from what
I know, but it's like, people are comparing him to Abure Killer because of just like the way he's conflicts with the team and stuff, which is gonna be, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, but like having different goals and actively trying to murder them are two different things, people.
I guess. Anyway, that was the most argument in a while. I think since O's 10th. Man.
I'm not even arguing with you. I'm just stating my opinion, and you're going, oh, whatever. You can't call it an argument if you're not arguing your fucking point. You're conceding all your points to me.
I misspoke. I'm sorry. We're disagreement. We'll put it that way.
Okay, I guess.
Whatever. Yeah, I like this episode. Vac thought it was okay. Yeah, very exciting stuff happening in King-Ohger, nonetheless. Let's talk about old stuff and toys. I forgot what I think I only watched shitty B movies this week and not tokusatsus.
Wow, what the fuck is wrong with you this week?
I don't know. I think I rewatched I mentioned I rewatched Don Brothers episodes, but I got nothing else to say about it. We already talked about them on the show.
Wow. College finals truly are the worst.
Yeah, also just like, I don't know, I haven't really I have shows picked out, I just haven't started them. So.
Well, start something.
Yeah.
You gotta be starting something.
Yeah. Now, talk about your journey into 1970.
I rewatched the first 5 episodes of Kamen Rider.
Yay!
What? Your lack of enthusiasm is downright offensive this week, sir.
No, I was meant to be enthusiastic, but tired right now. Like,
Okay. Yeah, it's the first 5 episodes. The first 13 episodes of this show are fucking amazing. It's like incredibly good and artistic for its time for a kid show. I
it
know
just even still holds up today.
Yeah, like it's that first pilot, man. They just nailed it right out of the gate. I genuinely like the first couple episodes of the show better than I do the first chapter of the manga. And that might just be a taste thing, but that's how I feel.
I like both of them equally.
And yeah, I had meant to watch the first 10, but it was just I watched these sporadically on the trip down to Florida, and then since I got down there, I haven't really had time to get back to it. My plan is though to watch the next 5 tomorrow, and then watch 10 episodes a day, a work day from then on out, and that should make me able to finish it just in time for the Shin Kamen Rider screening at the end of the month. I know I've got a lot of samey content coming up, but I want to get through it. I want to be a real fan and experience the original source material in its entirety. And like, yeah, stuff and things.
Okay, 10-year-old Vac.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I don't really have much else to say about this that other people haven't already said, or that
Like
I
me.
haven't said before. The only real thing I can add that's like unique to my experience is, you know how I said I got to the 30s for a long time whenever I talked about the show? When I went to update my drama list page, I discovered I actually got up to episode 44. So it's quite a while to go before I hit content that's new to me, but whatever. I'm in for it, and I'm gonna get through it.
Can you
Just
talk
like,
about your next thing quick?
yeah, I don't have really much to say about it because just a subgroup I'd never heard of before randomly came across my feed this week saying that they had subbed Gokai Talk Ryota Ozawa, which for those of you who don't know, Gokai Talk was this little bonus series included on the Gokaiger Blu-rays that was just the cast being interviewed. And Ryota Ozawa, the guy who plays Captain Marvelous, his one actually came with the last DVD. So a lot of the questions in there are him just after they finished filming the show, talking about the final days of filming the show. And it's really interesting to see him kind of reflecting on the show at the time, having just finished making it, and saying like, oh yeah, I definitely want to come back. I want to do more Captain Marvelous in the future, but I also want to do other stuff as an actor. I want to challenge myself and see how I can take what I've learned from this show and apply it to other things. And it's like, oh boy, buddy, you got a lot in store for yourself, and I'm happy for you. Yeah, not really much else to say because it's literally just an actor interview made for fluff on a DVD, but it's a cool thing to check out. Just like most tokusatsu is cool things to check out, and just like most of our content is cool things to check out. Hey Buster, I've got nothing else to talk about, so why don't you tell them where they can check out your content?
Hi, I'm Buster Corp. I do videos on YouTube. I just did a video on the Kamen Rider manga, so if you want more 1971 goodness, more classic Kamen Rider, and also did a video on the original series a while back, go check out my channel, and all their cool videos are there, so go check them out. Vac, plug your stuff, because I don't want to talk about Twitter.
Okay. I make videos. They're things. You can find them at youtube.com/thevacuuminator. I got a video on a comic coming out tomorrow, so go like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at the Modular at the Vacuuminator. God damn it. I didn't get to say Modular's plugs this week, so I'm all miscombobulated. But I'm also on Tumblr, thevacuuminator.tumblr.com. I'm on TikTok at @the_Vacuuminator, and on Instagram at @the_Vacuuminator. That's it. That's everything. That's this week in Tokusatsu. Thank you for joining us. Please join us back here next week to discuss whatever happens that week in Tokusatsu. William Shatner.